Hey everybody, it's me, it's Thor. I hope you're doing great. Welcome back. If you're just stopping by for the first time, it's great to meet you, and I would appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing. Thank you. Um, I want to talk about the idea of there being a difference between what you practice and what you play. Uh, and so I'm only going to tell you my perspective and my experience with this, but it's, I am of the mindset for myself that I want to learn as much as possible, and the things that I'm drawn to learn are often quite different from the things that I play, if that makes any sense. So you see me here on this channel playing a lot of like solo guitar, and I love doing that, and I love working on that, and really trying to find my voice with that. But the truth of the matter is, I play very few gigs with solo guitar. Like I've done one in recent memory. Uh, I mostly play with groups, and whether that's just myself and one other person, or with a 4-piece band or an 11-piece band. So that's very different from pursuing solo guitar. And I also practice things like, I did a video recently on the Segovia scales. That's something that I've spent a lot of time in the last like 10 years or so, maybe a little less than 10 years, but a long time of practicing that stuff almost daily. I don't play any classical music, you know what I mean? I am by no means a classical player. So, but the thing is, the information that I glean and the skills that I glean from these various things, whether it's solo guitar or classical scales or classical pieces for that matter, end up being extremely beneficial for the music that I play. And that's just because it's deepening my mind. That's the way I see it. And I'm developing skills that I might not otherwise. If I just practiced the stuff I played, then there's certain skills that I've developed from these other things that I would have never learned. I think that my general sound has improved from pursuing these other things, which really helps when I'm playing with a group. If I have a nice, rich sound, then I'll fit with other instruments a little bit better. I know how to stand out pretty well. I spent a long time playing just acoustic guitars, and there's no boost pedals on acoustic guitars, right? So it's really helpful to know how to, play a rhythm part, and then all of a sudden that's helpful, and that just came through, practicing these other things. The general point that I'm trying to make is knowledge is power, and I think people are often hesitant to learn things that are outside of the music that they consider that they play. I've had a lot of students in the last few months, which I've gotten through this YouTube channel, which I'm extremely grateful for. And a lot of people the things that we're working on are things that are pretty far removed from what they've done for a long time, and it's what it's not going to do? It's not going to hurt their experience, I guess that's the big thing to remember. It's easy to fall into the mindset of, because I do A, if I learn B, it's not going to improve A. But that's not how music works. That's what's cool about music, is that the more we learn, just the better overall we become. And it's up to us as individuals how in depth we want to learn these things. whether that's just learning where your fingers go for something, or learning where your fingers go and why they go there and how they go there. It's all still beneficial, because in time, if you allow yourself the pursuit of thinking about these things a little bit deeper, you'll come to your own understanding of it. And while I consider it to be a great benefit to learn the names of things and to learn the theoretical reasoning behind it, it's all sort of subjective. It's like whenever we talk about our guitar heroes that didn't know music theory, they didn't know like the semantics of a music theory class, sure, but they understood that even if they didn't know what it was called, that's minor and that's major, however they related to it. So, however you as an individual, not saying you specifically, I'm never going to tell you what to do, but as our individual selves, however we decide to learn something, as long as we're getting better at it each time, it's just going to enrich our musical lives. So yeah, I guess I will give one piece of advice. I don't like to tell you what to do, but it's just learn as much as you can. Don't let the music you play stop you from learning music that interests you on this side. Because without this side, the learning and practicing side, this side doesn't grow. And I feel like, isn't that the point of it, right? Is to make this side grow so we can play with our entire selves as opposed to just playing with our minds, right? We use our minds on this side. On this side, we become nerds and we learn the ins and outs and we really use our brains. And then this side, we use our whole selves. So the more we do here, the more complete this will be. So I guess that's about it for today. I just felt like waxing poetically a bit about that. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks to everyone who's become a member or picked up a transcription from my site or checked out my music on Bandcamp. That's all extremely helpful, and I really, really appreciate it. So have a great day, everybody. Keep it easy.